8 things that make him lose interest fast. Most women must have experienced their partners losing interest in them and withdrawing at some point in their lives. It's as if your man is committed and drawn to you one day and then starts seeking methods to avoid you the next. And before you know it, he feels distant whenever you try to spend time with him. This is more like seeing your breakup in slow motion. This sense of the male pulling away and losing interest hurts a lot, and if you want to know why this happens, we've got you covered. 1. Your emotions are too loud. When you initially meet a guy, you aren't emotionally committed to him, so you appear cool and collected all the time. However, after a time of dating, you tend to grow more emotionally attached to your man. Your emotions will start to appear, which is normal for women. Men begin to notice how rapidly the relationship transitions from lighthearted to serious. When they observe this, they are at a loss for words and withdraw. 2. Talking about your ex. Exes will come up in a new relationship. You'll undoubtedly need to talk about them at some time, especially if they're a part of your life in some way, such as in a parenting agreement. However, bringing up an ex too soon may lead a man to lose interest. It makes no difference how you talk about the ex. If you're whining, it implies you're still wounded and upset and you're still thinking about your ex. If you're talking about how close you are to your ex, it might imply potential competition and hatred for the new man. If your new man starts asking questions about your ex, keep your responses brief and to the point. This new man is undoubtedly curious about how things are going, so give him an honest answer and move on. Dwelling on your ex in any way will lead your current partner to lose interest in you. 3. Your insecurity. If you're the sort of woman who continually nags your partner about other women and/or checks in on him and his mobile every now and then, he'll know you're insecure. Investigating your guy about his female friends and interrogating his every action can eventually cause him to lose interest in you. 4. The relationship has become far too routine. When a relationship becomes too ordinary for a man, he may often lose interest. We grow bored when we do the same thing over and over again. No matter what, your favorite interest, passion, or activity becomes dull if you do it every day without variation. This is all too common in relationships. It's a fantastic and wonderful thing to have consistency, but when the same patterns and days are repeated day after day, it becomes dull. A man will lose interest in the relationship and in you as a result of this. What's occurring is that he's become tired of the monotony of the relationship and has forgotten what drew you together in the first place. Taking some time away from it, like with most things, might help you reconnect to the passion and enthusiasm that is still there, even if it is out of focus. Part of what is also occurring here is that the exterior events and activities you do together have become more important than your relationship. The emphasis has shifted away from the love that brought you together and toward other things that will not be able to supply you with the same type of sensations that love delivers. So he's not losing interest in you as much as he's losing interest in what's going on in the relationship. You need to connect with each other and make even the most mundane activities enjoyable for each other. 5. Gossiping. Gossiping with your girlfriends might be entertaining, but it can also irritate a man. He probably has no idea who you're referring to, and he'll perceive you as more negative than them. According to studies, when we hear someone gossip, the unfavorable sensation we get is associated with the gossiper. You're also wasting time that might be spent talking about your life, ambitions, dreams, new things you're learning, or new things happening in town. It's not the same as talking about something you're going through. You may tell him about your life, but don't go on and on about folks that annoy you. You'll lose his attention. 6. Too soon, the excitement has been gone. A woman watching this may not understand what it means. A male will notice right away. They enjoy pursuing a woman, and as she mentions being exclusive, the pursuit is done. It's like waiting for a birthday, and then when you open your presents, all of the suspense and excitement are gone. The same thing happens when you give anything out for free. We frequently think that if something is free, it is not very valuable. What you pay for is what you get. Surprisingly, customers who overpay are often happy. That appears to be backward, doesn't it? But they believe they are receiving a high-quality product. Someone who buys a Mercedes, Ferrari, or Lamborghini is unlikely to complain that they overpaid. Quite the contrary, they may boast about how much money they spent. Men want to feel as if they won a trophy of their own worth when dating. Allow a man to pursue you. If things go well on the first date, it doesn't imply you should stop dating other men. Don't allow this new guy to assume that this is a sure thing, because it will be dull for him. 7. He found another woman. This may be one of the reasons he has lost interest in you, and it is most likely what you are most frightened of, but it must be discussed. So you know how not being permitted to do something makes you want to do it even more. Men, knowing that they are not permitted to be with other women while in a relationship with you, are more likely to pursue other women. So why would they seek other women if they already have you? Again, it's never about you. It's always about them being bored and dissatisfied, so they're constantly seeking for the next game to play. So this links in with the first point. The thrill of the hunt has worn off, and he is now seeking his next challenge. Now, he isn't necessarily hunting for any specific lady. He is just looking for his next challenge, which generally arrives in the shape of another woman. It's critical to understand that when a guy finds someone else, it's typically nothing to do with you, and it's always something going on within his head. Men frequently have an insatiable want for something more, which they believe they will discover in other women, while what is really going on is that they aren't feeling connected to themselves, and hence will never be satisfied or whole. 8. Doing everything for him. Women demonstrate caring by doing small things, but men might become irritated if their lady tries to do everything for them. Consider how many things you attempt to do for him if he's losing interest and you're not sure why. You're only trying to take care of him, but he could think you're trying to control him. Doing too much, too soon, may cause him to lose interest. Well, perhaps you saw something you've done on that list. So now you know the 8 things that women do that turn guys off. You're undoubtedly curious about how to keep a man engaged. Knowing your worth is a great turn-on for guys. If you want to know the number 1 reason why men pull away, click the first link in the description of this video under recommended solutions. That's all for today from Brainy Facts. Thanks for watching.